Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about my net worth for May 2021. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. Hey guys, if you're new here, my name is Luke and we talk about all things personal finance, whether that be making money or keeping it. So I made an update video on my portfolio at the start of May 2021, going through all of my investments from April and how much I had made and all that stuff. But what I think I might do moving forward is actually focusing on my net worth instead, because it takes a lot more things into account. So I am using Money Dashboard to track all of this stuff, but I've copied the information off of Money Dashboard onto this spreadsheet because Money Dashboard keeps me up to date with how things change on a constant basis, but I don't really have a snapshot of all the balances at one time and anything to compare it to, so I've kind of made this as well. Now you might be like, if you've made this, what's the point of Money Dashboard? Well, I still like seeing Money Dashboard change and update right the way through the month because it's linked automatically to some of my accounts. But I think it is useful to have this as well. So let's just kind of dive right into it. So we've got my Virgin credit card. I don't use my credit card at all, and if I do use it, it's paid off in full, so that's kind of always sitting at zero, but that is a kind of safety buffer. It's got a £500 credit limit, so if something does happen I do need to spend £500 on, I do have that credit card as a buffer and it has improved my credit rating. I do have an emergency fund as well as this, so it's not like I kind of completely need that money, but it's nice to just have an extra safety net. So then we have my Monza spending account. What I've got in terms of my current accounts is I have my main hub account, which gets all my money in from work, etc, etc. The bills come out automatically, and then I take a portion of that out and put that into my Monza account for spending on each month. So if we look at my monthly projected budget, we'll see that all of this variable, so groceries, takeaway, car and online shopping, all is counted as variables. So basically I total that up and I transfer that into my Monza account, and that is what I use for all my spending. We have my Starling account there that I use for match betting. So all of the money that comes in and out goes through that account. And then my main hub, which is where I get paid and where all my money comes out in terms of bills. We then have a few different accounts where we have my Vanguard ISA account, we have my crypto portfolio, we have free trade, we have Smarkets, which is my matched betting fund as well, and a valuation of my car as sort of an asset. Now that I will look at updating every kind of month, see how it changes. It probably will just go down and down and down, but I'd like to track it anyway because it's part of my kind of net worth. Then I've got a Help to Buy ISA, a Marcus savings account. Monza do this thing called a roundup, so anytime you spend money it rounds up to the nearest pound and it puts it into a separate savings account, so I've used that. And I use sinking funds. So if you haven't heard of the term sinking funds, essentially rather than paying for something, so let's say I was paying for a gift, rather than paying money for that gift, it would come out of a savings account. So I would put maybe £35 a month into my gifts sinking fund, and then when it comes to the point of me wanting to buy a gift, I take that money out of that. So it isn't like I'm spending no money on gifts one month and £100 on gifts the next month. I'm putting in a consistent amount every single month. So my sinking funds are there. So if we total everything up, we'll see that it comes to a total of £18,679.87. So you might be curious if you've seen my portfolio update video that I've not included student loans as a liability here. With the way that student loans are calculated in Scotland and paid in Scotland, so because I've not finished being a student and student loans are taken as a portion of your salary after 30,000 and then written off after 30 years, I haven't included it as a liability. I know that it is technically a liability and sort of a credit line, but I don't actually have it included just because I don't view it as that. I do understand that this situation may be different if you're watching this video from the United States, and you might not understand why I don't have student loans listed as a liability, but hopefully that makes sense and clears that up. So yes, ending this month we're looking at about 18,000 for my net worth. So what I will be doing is I will be releasing a video at the start of May So we'll see how it's changed between today, which is 14th of May, and then the 1st of June. And then I'll title that as May 2021. I do understand that it's just the half month and not the full month, but I think it's much better to do that than have nothing to base it off, nothing to track off. So it may actually be down given that we're halfway through the month, and then it's going to be half a month of me spending, but then getting paid. It may be up, it may be down, I'm not actually sure. But from the 1st of June, we will be doing it every single month consistently at the same time, so that won't be an issue. So in quick summary, just because I want to consolidate this and make everything clear. So we've got my Monza account that I use for day-to-day spending. We've got my Starling account, which I use for match betting. So if I'm depositing any money into Smarkets or any of the bookmakers that I use, I would use that account. And if I withdraw from any of them, I'll withdraw to that account as well. We have my main hub, which is what I use to get all my money in, whether that be income or bills, they all go through that account. We have my Vanguard ISA, which is a stocks and shares ISA. I'm kind of saving that for a house, retirement, general saving. It's kind of a little bit of everything in there. We have my crypto investment, which is a bit of a smaller investment, but just for a bit of fun. We have free trade, which is again a similar idea to crypto, just a smaller investment with a lot of different stuff, just to keep everything a bit more interesting for me. We have Smarkets, which is my exchange balance. So for match betting, you have money in a bookmaker and you have money in an exchange. With this, I need a significant amount of money in Smarkets to lay off all of my bets from the different bookmakers. So that's why I have the amount that I have in Smarkets. I think I'll let it get to about 5,000 before I kind of start taking money out when it gets over that. And then we have my car value as well. So then we have my Help to Buy ISA, which is obviously for buying a house. My Marcus savings account, which is just general savings and kind of an emergency fund. We have the Monza roundups, which is all my roundups for my day-to-day spending, and my sinking funds for lots of different stuff. So we'll see how this changes over the next year or so. Hopefully we can get up and up and up. But I do think this is a really useful way of tracking stuff. Maybe what I'll do is I'll have an income thing that I show on the 1st of every month, and then I'll have this that I show halfway through the month. I really don't know. I know I said earlier in the video that I'm putting this out on the 1st of every month, and then the other video wasn't actually going to be a thing, but now I think I might do both. I really don't know. Let me know in the comment section below what you think, and if you've enjoyed the video, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.